time to build this. This is today's Friday stream. I looked at the sets that were retiring this year and realized I didn't have it, and I wanted it. And also, additionally, these little city sets, because why not? Why am I getting a notification from myself that this stream is live? At least that's good. 4 bags. It's going to be really quick. Not as quick as the Simba, but probably pretty good. Alright. Let me pull this up and get ready to go. Oh good, it says it's live, that's nice. Well, and it doesn't look terrible either. That's good. Now let me bring this thing down a little bit, because I can. Alright, that will work. Now it's all blurry, but I'll give it a little bit, see if it improves in the slightest. Alright. Oh, good. It's looking better now. Alright. I think this is going to be a really quick stream. Just hoping that it might stretch out past an hour, but I guess at least, even if this one's short, at least the ones coming up after it will not be as short, even though I don't have one next week. Past that, it's getting close to the August 1st sets, so should have some then. Yeah, let's get into this. I was hoping to also maybe get the Speed Champions Mercedes set, the one from June, but couldn't find it, so yeah. Cool Harry Potter minifigure, quite nice one. Alright, onto this little boat build. I guess the biggest bit of LEGO news from this week, I guess, is the superhero stuff. Along with the and then the Dungeons and Dragons minifigure series. And I can't find this piece for the life of me. Where is it? It shouldn't be this difficult. It was right in front of me the whole time. I guess that's big. And then I think the biggest thing for me was the rumor of some LEGO City Formula 1 sets, which is sort of why I bought these. I wanted to do a video just talking about those, but that's sort of boring as it is, so thought take a look at those two, sort of review them, and discuss the city sets. That should be out next week sometime. Probably won't be able to film it today, but I did just do some Animal Crossing reviews, so those will come next week. And getting close to those August 1st sets. There is the little boat build onto the platform, and then the last 2 bags are the underwater part, with the Grindylow and the Mer person and the Ron and Hermione figures. And of course, with this set, funny enough, I'm stupid enough that I didn't go and check the bookstore today to see if they had it. It would be perfect for the stream. Could have got the Cedric Diggory minifigure that pairs perfectly with this set. Didn't even think of that. Sort of regretting that now. That would have been a perfect thing to take a look at on the stream and add to the set, because that's just a perfect addition to this set. And then I guess the only ones now, well, I guess there's still a few characters we're missing. Fleur, her sister, and Cho now, I think, are the only ones to sort of complete this scene. But the Cedric minifigure looks great. I think he has a little bit of arm printing, and it's a really nice figure. So I should look at that one. I lost my Rita Skeeter one for the longest time. I misplaced the book and found it a few weeks ago. So I got the minifigure out of that. I guess when I got it originally from the store, I just misplaced it. And yeah. Am I building this right? This is right. No, it's not. Oh, wonderful. It wouldn't be the thing without a little error. I thought I could get through it on the smallest set I've done a live stream for. Turns out not. Ooh, yay. That's fun. Fun play feature. Alright. So yeah. Also, I guess since this is a Harry Potter stream, it's good to talk about also the Harry Potter set information for next year. The I don't know about legitimacy, but it seems at least somewhat legitimate, of a Hagrid's motorbike, Malfoy Manor, and something else. I think it was a Charms Classroom, I think, which all sound like pretty good ones. Even though the Potion Classroom it's a mix of sort of good and bad. Like the set by itself isn't the best thing. In with the big Great Hall set, it looks quite nice. But Hagrid's motorbike sounds really cool. And then Malfoy Manor, of course, is a huge highlight, and if that actually does come to fruition, probably has a chance to be a pretty amazing Deathly Hallows set. But I'm very surprised that there's some Deathly Hallows stuff. It definitely sort of felt like this year to be a year of almost starting over and almost a redo of a theme. And of course, with the new Hogwarts system, it's always going to feel like that. Yeah, some good sets, I think, coming out from the start of the year for Harry Potter. And I'm sure there's still more to come past that, but if Hagrid's motorbike ends up coming out, Harry Potter has some real killer small sets the last few years. The Polyjuice Potion Mistake, the new Aragog's Lair and Forbidden Forest set, and then Hagrid's motorbike, if that comes to fruition, is actually a small set. That one could be really cool. A little Death Eater added to it, Hagrid and Harry, which would be really weird to get Hagrid in such a cheap set, but I guess that has happened before with that. It's the one with Bellatrix, Harry, Hagrid. I think there might be Lucius in that set as well, but I remember getting that one, and that was always a Harry Potter set that I remembered and quite liked. Not as much as Quidditch, which is probably my favorite older, like, Harry Potter set to play with. What would it have been, 2008? I don't know, 9, totally off there, I think. The Victor Crumb here looks really nice. I wonder if I don't, probably should have also bought that to go with this. Like, this would have been a great stream to combine this with the Durmstrang ship, which looks like a great set. Definitely excited to get that one at some point. I think I'm waiting on the promo, which I believe is supposed to be the Floo Network tunnel from Chamber Secrets into Borgin and Burkes, I think, is the promo, or at least the current rumor of the promo for later this year, which I think is coming out the same time that what is the big set? The Burrow. The Burrow, I think, is the big set for the September, October release. So excited to get that Flu Network promo. I feel like I almost miss every Harry Potter promo for some reason. I always plan on picking it up and then I never actually do. So I end up paying stupid amounts of price or stupid prices for them. Because unlike other themes, it feels sometimes the Harry Potter promos really go up. The Grand Staircase one, I looked at that recently, and that one is really quite expensive. I guess that's just because of the amount of exclusive stickers it has, but it's quite a nice promo. This is coming together quite nice. I feel like Harry Potter really does usually win with these smaller play sets. They always really, some of the bigger ones sometimes aren't the best and don't feel like they're the best thing, but these smaller play sets and the mid price range play sets always feel like they really have made some good stuff here, which is always nice to see. Where is this ladder? There it is. I was looking for a brown piece when it was a black piece all along. Yeah, this is coming together quite quickly and nice, and I quite like it. I'm sort of, I don't like, I fell out of love for Lego Harry Potter the last, say, year and a half. I remember when the wave with the Shrieking Shack, the Ministry came out. I was really excited for that one, and since then I just haven't felt anything from the theme. But this year with the Summer Wave, with the Durmstrang ship, the Aragog's Lair, the new Hogwarts system, I guess that's why I really didn't pick up this set, is that I just didn't love the theme as much as I used to. I'm starting to feel it a little bit again. I'm sort of in a bit of a reading phase right now, so I definitely wouldn't mind rereading the books sometime soon. But yeah, hello, how's it going? Pretty good. This coming together all right. Should be pretty quick to do. And then I've got these little city sets because I wanted to do a video with the new city rumors for the Formula One sets for Lego City in winter 2025. So I'll do those after I finish this. 2 bags left in it, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good today. Yeah, it's quite liking this set. It's coming together quite nice. But yeah, definitely excited for the Harry Potter theme next year with those initial rumors for the theme. Sounds like some nice stuff. Hagrid's motorbike definitely sounds cool. It's going to be, of course, super oversized to fit a Hagrid big fig, but should be pretty nice. And then Malfoy Manor, if done right, can be a really amazing playset. But that's one I've definitely been waiting for a while. I think after Malfoy Manor, like Durmstrang Ship was my top set for Harry Potter to come out. Now that's out. If Malfoy Manor comes out, that's another one off my list, and I think pretty much all that's left is Nocturne Alley, the Leaky Cauldron, and the Shell Cottage is probably it, and then I'll be good to go. I haven't built it. I bought it release day. I bought that as well as the other smaller Hogwarts set of the wave, the Boathouse, and I haven't built them yet. I just have them in a stack of sets and haven't got to actually building it, but that one looks like a nice one. I'm excited to build that at some point. But I think the next Harry Potter set I'll probably get is the Durmstrang ship when the promo becomes available for Harry Potter later this year. Which I'm quite excited to see that one. The Harry Potter promos are always quite nice. But yeah, I quite like the Owlery. It looks like a cool set, nice minifigures. Definitely a different build, and I like the new Hogwarts system, not as much as the 2018 one, but definitely better than the previous system. I think this one is an improvement um, on the last couple years of the Hogwarts system, so the new system looks nice, and I'm excited to see the expansions that it gets next year, especially with how big that Great Hall was. Any other expansions are definitely going to have to be pretty huge to fit with it. But yeah, the Owlery looks quite nice. Okay. I like this little roof, the copper roof of this structure, and it's a lot of teal used in the second half of the build, the underwater area of it. I'm interested to see what the next Diagon Alley building ends up being. I think Weasley's, though, is supposed to retire at the end of this year. The last time I looked at the retiring list, which quite surprised me. I thought they'd want to have the whole system pretty much out at the same time. Especially considering how long certain sets have been out, like I think the Astronomy Tower is finally retiring after being out for what feels like the longest of any Harry Potter set, but that also might be the Hogwarts Express, which was out for a very long time. But the first section of it is now done. Looks quite nice. I like it. You knock Harry off the little ledge. There, of course, you don't have the Neville minifigure to do it, but that would have been a nice figure to include. Alright. Next section. Still quite a few more figures in this set. All exclusive to the set, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's a nice one. I like those face prints that they've given Ron and Hermione for this one. I think they've been branching out with face prints for a while. For 2 or 3 years there, it seemed like they were all the exact same print, and it's sort of changed a little bit now. Oh yeah, that Ron face print definitely looks quite a bit different than they had previously. Ooh, okay. The Grindylow molded piece is in this set, which is in this bag, and that definitely feels like a highlight to this one. Just a little singular piece, but yeah, I quite like this one. The little Grindylow, and then the Ron and Hermione with their underwater looks. Alright, a little base of this now, and then onto those city sets. Just when I thought I had stopped buying city sets. There's a while, probably 2 or 3 years, where that was definitely, like, I feel like my biggest theme. Now that was probably 6, 7, 8 years ago, but at one point that definitely had fallen back recently, and then if they're gonna start making Formula One sets in the city line, they've really got me hooked in with that. So 6 sets, I think, for January, but I'm really excited to see them and see what they are. It'll be interesting. I like the dark blue with this deep underwater section. of the build. This feels like a really good playset already, just a couple bags in. Um, they've really have been doing some really good playsets with this, oh my goodness, with this theme. I don't love the road system for the current city line, but I think overall it, like, just from an outside looking in, because I just haven't really bought anything except for the smallest jungle set, the smallest Arctic set. Like, I haven't bought any fire or police sets in a while, but it looks nice. I don't love the use of the highlighter yellow. I don't know if they toned that down this year. I haven't really looked that much at this year's sets, but I wasn't that keen on that. The highlighter yellow was just a bit too bright, I felt. It added some nice vibrant colors to it, but definitely it felt a bit too much for me. But like, the just buildings looked really, really quite solid with the theme. I don't think the theme's anywhere near as good as Friends, which has some amazing sets. There's one house set for Friends that recently released. I don't even know the name of it, but it looks amazing. Like, one of the best playset Lego houses I've seen. And I sort of want to pick that one up at some point. But City's definitely looking nice. And if they're going to be making some Formula One sets, as the rumors seem to point to, they've definitely got me in and quite interested in it for next year. There you are. These blue rock pieces are interesting. I wonder how many other sets these come in. Now, this is probably going to slow down the streaming, make it go all blurry as it usually does, but I'm going to go on Bricklink because I want to look at this set and I want to see if those blue rock pieces have been used in anything else. I want to, I don't know, like Umbara or something would be like really cool to use those, so I want to check. Lego Black Lake Bricklink. Alright, are we all blurry? Getting a little bit there. Alright. Parts list. Dark blue. Dark blue rock panel. Ooh. No way. Is it a P? That can't be right. Okay, 3 sets. That's a cool piece. I kind of want to use... I'm now really... So I'm working on a Geonosis build for a convention in December or November, but I now really just want to build Utapau, or not Utapau, Umbara, after seeing these dark blue rock pieces. They're way too cool. I really like them. I think, let me see what that set is called. It's like a new one that's, I think it was originally rumored as almost a Friends Castle set, but, okay, there we go. Select the theme, Friends, there you are. Not the mansion, it's the Castle Bed and Breakfast is the one that I really quite like. It's not as expensive as that mansion, but a Castle Bed and Breakfast. Oh yes, it's all blurry. Absolutely love when I want to search something up. It goes all wonky. Alright, come back. Done it. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. Good. Alright, I knew that was going to happen. But yeah, it's the Castle Bed and Breakfast. Was the one that I was quite interested in and looked like a nice set. Alright, it's about back to normal. Okay. But I've seen that mansion too. It looks nice. I've seen it built at the Lego store quite a few times. But I also thought it might have been more expensive than it was, but when I checked it there, it was $130 Canadian, which feels reasonable for how the set looks. So might have to get that one at some point. Maybe even now, because I think the double points applies to it that's running right now. So, but I don't know. Trying to, I made a list of some sets that I wanted to get before they retire this year, so I sort of need to focus on those instead of sets releasing this year that I shouldn't really be focusing on. Yeah. Alright, this is coming together quite nice. About to move on to the final bag of the set. But yeah, Friends has been really good the last few years. Friends, Speed Champions, I think are probably the two best themes the last few years. They've just really had some killer sets. I feel like Star Wars has been just all right. Hasn't been the best thing, especially this year. The more I look at this year's wave, I'm a little bit disappointed in the whole thing. Harry Potter this year seems decent. City, from just the outside looking in, looks nice as well. Yeah. I like how this little fish is just elevated a little bit. This little crab piece. All right. There is the base of it. On to the last bag. I still need to get the Endor Speeder Chase diorama. I feel very much that I have to buy that set. I just love Endor so much. I feel like I need to support every Endor set, so that's definitely one I need to get before it retires. But that Throne Room diorama is one of my favorite sets from last year. I was quite impressed by it. The throne area and then the window looking out into space is really quite nice. Yeah, the pod racing one. Let me see. I don't have Yoda. I realize I didn't buy Yoda's Hut. I completely forgot to get that, and then it's retired now. The one subline that I have actually completed fully is the helmet line. I quite like that, but the dioramas are quite nice. I'm interested to see what comes in next year for the dioramas. I know a lot of people seem to want some Revenge of the Sith ones, so those definitely are some cool options. I'm quite excited for it. My top choice is probably like Padme's throne or Queen Amidala's throne, specifically from the book, from Queen's Peril, but yeah. That would be my top diorama, but it's probably way too similar to the Emperor's Throne Room, so but getting a little bit of the Theed Palace build I think would be really cool. I'm interested to see what comes next year for the diorama builds, because the ones that currently exist I feel like are all pretty solid. The pod race one I don't think it really disappointed me as I expected. I expected it to be what it was, and it was pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be. But that one definitely could have been, I think, a little bit better, but I quite like it, and I'm excited for next year. A big, or not a huge one, but a sizable Duel-on Mustafar would be a cool one. I definitely expect that one at some point. Of course, next year I guess would be a sensible time to do it, because I don't think in 25 years, or not 25, 5 years, when it's the 25th anniversary event, Revenge of the Sith, I don't really think they'll be doing the line, but maybe they will. Who knows? be sort of surprised if they do. All right. This is coming to a close. One thing that I do need to check out that I guess is somewhat related to LEGO is the Fortnite Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. I think it came out today, and there's the LEGO outfits to go along with it. Some of the LEGO minifigures in that look so good. I don't like looking at them, because every time I look at them, I just wish that that actually existed. I really quite like those. They look nice. I definitely need to check out the game. Yeah. I hope the theme at some point returns. Yesterday I was looking at a Simpsons house on Facebook Marketplace for I think $500 it was, so pretty good price. Probably should have asked about it then. It's probably sold at this point, 'cause that's a decent price for the set. And I would be sure if the Krusty Burger does come out. Of course, that seems like a very small rumor at this point, not that confident on the actual legitimacy of that, but if that does come out, I wouldn't be shocked if both the original sets start going up even more than they already are, which are pretty expensive as they are. I don't find room for them. I build them, and then I place them on a table, break something down that I don't want to have anymore, put them in a bag, and that's pretty much it. I definitely don't have enough space for all of my sets that I'd want to have on display, so this one I definitely do want to put on display because I quite like the look of it, but like I'm definitely not going to keep these around, probably, so yeah. There's certain sets that are sort of ones that I always have kept on my shelf. The Black Pearl is definitely one of them. Since I got it, Vader's Castle is one that's stayed on my shelves. There are definitely a few that are staples for me that will probably always stay. But there's certain ones that I definitely try to switch out every few months and change it up a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely don't have a ton of room for them, but I think I might be getting a few more shelves soon. I've been looking to getting a couple more that will give me a little bit more space to display a few things. All right. Yeah, pretty much. Like I have my Speed Champion shelf that has all my different Speed Champions sets, and that one definitely, when any new Speed Champion sets come out, because I pretty much do buy all of them pretty much on release day, I do switch out ones, and then ones from the new waves that I'm not that, or not the biggest fan of, I usually don't put up. But I have sort of now, with the amount of Formula 1 sets they've made, I've moved those into pretty much their own thing. And then Star Wars, this year I've definitely tried to put up a bit of a Phantom Menace display. Next year I might try to pull out some of my Revenge of the Sith stuff, and do that, like what would have been 2018 or 19 when all the Chic sets came out. I'll probably pull those out, put those on display, and switch out some of the Phantom Menace stuff. Yeah. I'm going to move this Harry Potter so I can actually get him in there. Alright. I'll just move these web feet. You can't even attach to the thing. Alright, Victor Crumb, where can you go? I guess he can just go off to the side, hanging out. And then this one, and where's the Grindylow? Alright, there it is. Looks quite nice. I really like this top section, and then the bottom section is quite nice as well. It's a sizable little set. Alright, on to these little ones. This is the 56-piece race car City 4 Plus set. Very exciting. I do sort of need to keep these boxes intact because I did sort of want to keep them as a backdrop for what I wanted to do with them. So I will keep those intact for now. Let's see. 76420. 349 pieces. So, yeah. Alright, the 4 Plus little race car. I'm wondering if these are going to be more in the style of what comes out for the Formula One sets next year, because it doesn't seem to me that they would be branded car sets, official cars. They just doesn't really make sense to me to have that in the city line, but it's interesting. But there's 6 sets, I believe. The 4 Plus instructions are quite something. They give you a page of to put the pieces in your hand, and then there are the ones you're going to use. Just 3 pieces. Alright. Exciting. Oh, another minifigure. How exciting. Yay. Every single page is the instructions on how to build the thing, and then pick up the pieces. Alright, so I need this one in this hand, and then this one in this hand, and then I put it down, and then I make my camera. How exciting. Wonderful. This is... Yeah, no, I'm not doing that again. Alright. I think this is like the first time I've done a 4 Plus set since they've moved to 4 Plus. Like, I know I did the Juniors TIE Fighter, and maybe another Star Wars set. But I only wanted that set because it had the Rebel Trooper figure, which of course this year I can get a bunch of quite easily, but at the time they've always stuck to me as one of my favorite Star Wars figures, so when I saw that one I really quite wanted it. Now I'm stuck with a little TIE Fighter that's probably not even that close to as bad as the ones currently out, but I actually don't think that was that bad of a set. This whole page is just for one little piece to put on. Like, this thing really must take a while. You gotta flip through all these pages. Okay. It's just as many pages as the Harry Potter set was. At least everything's printed in the set. That's nice. Alright, the front wing. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was. I skipped a page, I guess, before. Alright. What is... That's interesting. It's a interesting looking rear wing. I kind of like this thing. I shouldn't. It shouldn't be this good, but I feel like it's actually not that bad for what it is. So like if they can just slightly improve on these, like of course this is the 4+1, so the normal one will be just a little bit better, at least I guess that would be the hope. Like I guess those ones in January should be pretty good. I did. Well, actually, I didn't watch a lot of it. I just had work in the morning, or too early, I guess, to really stay for the whole thing because it started. I feel like it started way too late. I wish it had started an hour earlier. But I did. I watched the first couple innings of it, and yeah, it seemed all right. The home run derby to me didn't look all that great though for the year. It definitely didn't seem as good as like the last couple years. Like I think the highlight for me would have been 2019 with Pete Alonso and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just that their matchup in the final round of that in 2019, I think it would have been. That was such an amazing one, but this one just like I didn't watch it live. I only saw some highlights of it, but it just like I think it was Bobby Witt, I think, who had like 21, and that I think was the most in a single round, which just didn't seem like that many compared to the last few years. So the All-Star game looked good. The American League jerseys, on the other hand, were one of the ugliest things I've seen. I like the special jerseys for the years, but I don't know. The last few years definitely haven't been my favorite ones, so I think I'm ready to go back to just normal team jerseys. But I'm excited for the year to start again, even though it's been a pretty awful year for me as a Blue Jays fan. But I have a game next Friday to go to, and then at the end of August, I'm gonna go to Detroit to see a game. So I think it's against the Red Sox. So I'll wear my Red Sox jersey to that, and should be 2 instruction manuals, 1 for each go-kart. Okay. But I'm excited to go to another stadium. I've seen a bunch of stadiums from the outside, but never actually been in another one other than Rogers Center. So I'm quite excited to go, and yeah, it should be fun. But my next Friday game is my third game I've been to this year, so should be hopefully a good one. Forget I think it's against Texas. So should be good. Hopefully they can actually start winning a few games in this second half. But I'm sort of ready for the players that I've got to know, I feel like, the past 2 or 3 years. 3 or 4, actually. 5, but to pretty much see all them traded in the next few weeks, which will be a bit sad, but it was a few fun years in there, but every time it just came up disappointing, especially in the series against the Mariners 2 years ago now. That was up. I don't even know how many runs they were up in that game, in the second playoff game, and then they were so close. I think they were in the 8th inning, and then couple guys collided in the outfield, and that was it. That was quite the ending. But I'm expecting to see most of the team traded by the trade deadline, which be interesting to see how it goes for the next few years. But it's just hasn't worked out in any of the rebuilding stages the last multiple attempts since 1993. And yeah, I really like this go-kart. This is actually really good. This is another solid small city set. They always seem to do pretty good with these. The little Arctic one from last year that had the seals was quite nice. The one with the red panda this year was cool. And this one also, it seems like a pretty nice one. All right. And there, if I can get these last couple wheels in, the first of the little go-karts in the second little car. All right, next one. Oh, that's the box. There we go. Oh, need another instruction manual. All right. I think from any of the rumors that have come up for 2025 for LEGO, I think this the City Formula One sets is probably the thing that's interests me the most. But superheroes sounds pretty good as well. Some solid Marvel sets coming out, and then a DC set that's not a Superman set, or not a Batman set, and finally a set with Superman in it, which is quite exciting. I'm hoping that's not the only one from the year, and that there's a few things from Superman Legacy. That even, is it just Superman? I think the movie might just be called Superman now, but I'm excited for the movie and hopefully sets from it, but I definitely wouldn't be expecting it from what they've done the last couple years. I like the color of this one, the teal and the pink. Oh yeah, 47 minutes. All right, that's not too bad. So 50 minutes, 3 little sets. I think so. I remember seeing a bunch of set images a couple weeks ago, but I think it's still filming, but I guess it's got to pick up the pace if it's not done yet, since I think it's supposed to come out, is it July next year? I believe it is, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that whole James Gunn DC universe. I think I've always been more drawn to the DC heroes, but except for some Batman movies, there hasn't been all that much when it comes to the movies. So I'm hoping that those are good, and I like the suit. I like the suit for the movie, and I'm excited for it. From what I've seen from the set images, it looks pretty cool. I'm quite excited to see that, and I'm hoping for something for LEGO sets, but at least they'll have a Superman set on shelves when that movie comes out with that Lex Luthor and Superman mech set, which if they remain at the same price, they seem like really reasonable price sets. 2 figures for $15, I think is what it was, which seems pretty good. I'm sure a lot of people, or people with Lego Star Wars, will be a little bit annoyed that the superhero sets, mech sets, are getting too many figures when the Star Wars ones are getting none, especially considering that the 3 superhero mechs that are coming out are all like 6 exclusive minifigures. I think it is. I think it's Ultron, Iron Man, um, Anti Venom, Spider Man or Miles, which I guess is going to be a reuse, and then Lex and Superman. So some interesting sets. And number 4, this go kart's. I'm taking this one. This is going to be my go kart. Number 4. Yeah, that's my one. And then number 21 and number 40 are the cars for today. If the little Formula One sets for next year, anything like even the 4 Plus set or these little go karts, I think they're going to be good, especially considering the fact that they're going to be a lot cheaper than the Speed Champions ones. Of course, they're not going to be as good and as detailed as them, but I think they have a chance to be really good. If they're anything like these feel like decently well done little sets. But that wraps up the building for today's stream and going over a few rumors for next year. I need to make sure I keep these boxes around. But yeah, I'm interested to see what comes of the Formula One sets next year. If they're going to be Formula One cars with just Lego ideas like Octan and all that stuff. But yeah, this low one is actually pretty cool. It's definitely better than I thought it was going to be. And these little guys are nice as well. But yeah, it's a cool set. It's pretty nice. Good figures, good build, just all around a good Lego Harry Potter set. So thanks for watching this stream. A shorter one, but I guess not too short. Yeah, that's it for today's stream. Won't have one next week. Oh wow. Jeez, I just realized next week is the 26th. I should have known that. I had the baseball game and I knew that date, but the next Friday after that is the 2nd. Wow. I can't believe that it's about to be August. Yeah, the Harry Potter set's really good. Definitely one of the better sort of mid-range Harry Potter sets that I've seen. The little interior it has up here isn't the biggest thing, but like the figures are nice, the build is nice. But yeah, it definitely is moving pretty quickly. I can't believe it's already, August the 8th month? I think so. September, October. Yeah, that's quite something. So yeah, thanks for watching this stream. Couple small builds today. Nothing for next week, unless I do one sometime in the middle of the week. Should have one August 2nd, and then at some point in August, I might just do like streams pretty much every day of the week, because I'll have a bunch of August sets to go and build over. But yeah, thank you, and take care as well, and I'll see you in the next stream, which will be in a couple weeks. So.